Hi Milcho, thank you for being here with us at the TiCinema International Film Festival. So first off, I would like to ask you, what kind of audience do you expect to meet at the masterclass on June the 5th?
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the hospitality. Happy to be here, even though a little jet-lagged. As far as the audience of the masterclass, I have no idea. I've had a variety of experiences when it comes to people coming to masterclasses that I've held in different places in the world. Sometimes it's very focused, it's filmmakers, sometimes it's film students, sometimes it's just people who love film, or even people who just want to learn something new. I remember an experience in Shanghai when there was a huge audience. I think it was like probably about 1,000 people, and about half of them didn't look like they were film professionals. They were just people, some retired people, some very young people who had a chance to see something different and learn. So in this particular case, I don't know who will come to the masterclass in Pavia, but I'm looking forward to sharing my experience.
Great, and what is the most important lesson or message you would like to pass on to aspiring filmmakers?
Not to sell out. Basically, tell stories that you're really interested in, not stories that you think people expect you to tell. And in order to tell those stories, you need two things. You need heart and craft. And the craft you can learn, but the heart is what matters.
So on June the 5th, Before the Rain will be screened. And beyond winning the Golden Lion in Venice, what did this film represent for you personally and professionally?
Well, it changed my life, both personally and professionally. One day I was writing scripts that nobody wanted to read, and the next day I was being offered Hollywood projects, and I was, what I have directed ends up in film schools and film encyclopedia. So yeah, it was a big change. It was sort of like if a train has hit you. It was good to experience that. And one thing that's interesting about Before the Rain is not just that it was a successful film, but that it mattered so much emotionally to so many people in different parts of the world and for so long. I still keep hearing from people who say, I forgot the film, I don't remember anything about the story, but I have this feeling inside me, the feeling which I had the first time I saw the film. And it goes for different kinds of people, for regular audience, for professionals, for academics. And I must admit it's a mystery to me why this strong emotional and long-lasting reaction.
And looking back at it today, how do you see it after all these years?
Well, if I take your question literally, I try not to look at my old films because it's something that's done. It's finished. It's a capsule of that moment in time and of the artist at that moment in time. If I had to pick it apart and do an autopsy, I would probably do it differently because my taste has changed, what I know has changed. But I'm glad it is the way it is.
Over the past 32 years, the world has changed dramatically, with the rise of internet, social media, streaming platforms, and artificial intelligence. In your view, what does cinema represent in 2026?
We're supposed to be living in a society where information and knowledge is easily accessible. But I'm not sure that that accessibility translates into people knowing more, and definitely doesn't translate into people being wiser. As far as what cinema is today, it's obvious that short forms are picking up momentum and that they are being widely seen by a lot of people, especially young people. Whether that's cinema or whether it will be cinema is something that we can discuss. But at the same time, we shouldn't be slaves to an old format where things are, where a film has to be 2 hours long with a beginning, middle, and end, with a linear narrative, something that you see in the theaters, etc. Cinema is probably going to have different modes of existence in the future alongside the cinema that we know and that we grew up with.
And what has impressed you most about Pavia? What kind of feeling or inspiration has this city given to you?
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Like I love walking and discovering corners, and I love old things. So all of that is in Pavia.
Do you think Pavia has cinematic potential? My last question for you.
Yeah, that's more than obvious.
Nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.